So I really want to get this out of my chest because this situation is so absurd. So I hope that you guys will like it and maybe even subscribe. I may start posting videos on situations on K-pop, like opinions and stuff. So thanks. And also, this video contains a situation about committing things, so please be prepared. Hi guys, today we'll be talking about how engines has been toxic as hell lately. Not that they were never toxic, but the toxicity has gone up after Heeseung left Enhypen. So let's talk about the situations after the departure, including the Jungwon hate and the Mina situation, etc. So let's keep it going. Let's talk about why Heeseung left the group first. In the letter, he said, "Hello, this is Heeseung. First of all, I know many engines must have been very surprised to hear this news after me about me, and I imagine many of you have questions because due to the sudden news. That's why I wanted to speak to Engine directly. The 6 years I've spent have been filled with moments so overwhelming and precious that it's hard to fully put them into words. Thanks to the members who shared countless emotions with me, and to all of you engines who always filled every empty space with your support, I was able to take step after step toward a dream that once felt impossible to reach. Those times will remain as some of the brightest moments of my life, and I will never forget those moments. And I want to continue being someone who supports Enhypen more than anyone else. As I shared the results of the work I've been doing with the company, we spent a long time discussing with many people about the best way to present it. After thinking deeply about it for a long time, I made a big decision to follow the direction of the company suggested, so that I can return to Engine with an even better version of myself. As Engine all know, I've continued working on my own projects and spent a lot of time hoping that one day I could show them to you. There were so many things I wanted to share, but I also didn't want to push forward only my own desires within the team. I'm well aware of your concerns and the many things being said. I'm working hard to prepare so that I can meet you again as soon as possible. My desire to come back and greet you with a better version of myself is completely sincere. Because Engine have always given countless love and support to someone like me who still has so much to improve on. I also feel very sorry knowing how surprised and worried you must be, but I believe those feelings come from the care and interest you have shown me. I will keep moving forward with the great love you have given me engraved in my heart. Engine, thank you and I love you. So, the conclusion is that he left to pursue a solo career. He didn't leave the company, but only the group, and stated that after the company's suggestion to go solo, he left on March 10 of this year to pursue one. Fans actually thought Heeseung was kicked out due to the letter stating that he went solo due to the company's decision. They also compared him with Yeonjun from TXT, who got to go solo while still being in the group, and Engines decided to boycott Hype to bring Heeseung back, and with hashtags like hashtag bring Heeseung back and hashtag Enhypen is 7, which were trending for weeks actually. The profit Hype got was lower than usual, which means it was apparently working. But let me put my opinion on this matter. Boycotting will only hurt the boys and not the company. What makes you think lower sales of a group of a multi-billion company who have a lot of other groups under their belts will bring a member back if they can just earn more money with one being a soloist and the rest still being in the group? They will only overwork and hype it even more than before just to make the sales go back up. I mean, they had to perform an unreleased song on tour. making Eiley and Enhypen unbox the Sin Bliss album before it's even released. And when I'm recording this, it isn't released yet. And doing extra work to compensate the low sales. I was once actually a victim of this. I actually boycotted Enhypen for 3 months before quitting in June. I think it actually made me disconnect with the group, and I'm trying to regain that love for the group again. If you truly love the boys, you have to support them as they are now. Stop being stubborn and thinking boycotting will eventually bring Heeseung back to the group. Heeseung was announced to debut as a soloist under the stage name Evan, which is his English name. He's not changing his name, everyone. It's just his English name. We called him Evan even before he left Enhypen, damn it. So he was announced to debut as a soloist on June 22 of this year, 2026, with the single Ride or Die. And that should have shut the boycotters down, right? Nope, they kept going. Like, I'm not hating on the boycotters, but just look at the reality. He's not coming back. So he debuted, opened his Instagram account, YouTube account, and performed on music shows and festivals like every normal K-pop idol. And not every engine who is supposedly OT7 are supporting him. OT7 means you support every member. So why don't you support Heeseung's solo career, huh? And Hypen is having their world tour Blood Saga. Yes, with 6 members, not with Heeseung. Thank you. And from what I have seen online, because I don't live in the cities of where the Blood Saga tour holds, and I'm very sad about that. But that that's just my own opinion. Anyways, from what I've seen online, OT6 sprayed pepper spray on the OT7s who sang the OT7 fan chant, which is the original fan chant. Yep. I know you may think it is disrespectful to the remaining members, and maybe it is, I will admit, but no need to pepper spray somebody just for that. And why are you even bringing pepper spray into a damn concert? Like, it can seriously blind someone. It is violence, and it should not be done in any way. And finally, the most serious situation of this video, and yep, it's going to be the last topic, is the Mina situation. I wasn't there when fans sent Mina death threats, so I was informed of the situation with videos on YouTube, which most of us should, what I think would be informed with videos of them. So I'm going to let you know about the situation if you do not know. Because it is actually a lesson to all people, not just K-pop fans. Mina was a Japanese girl in her 20s and she graduated university not long ago, like I don't know, 2 months or 3 months ago. And she is quite known in the fandom. Her Twitter had over 80,000 followers and a massive following on Instagram and I believe other social media platforms. I do not have other social media, so yeah. She was known as a frequent concert and fan signs and I don't know any festivals or shows that an Hypen performed in Goer. With excellent photography skills, she would post her creation online, and fans absolutely loved her and the creation, of course. Well, that was before the flower situation. So, in one of the Split Saga tour, I believe the concert was in the US. She was just there for another concert. Everything's normal. She wanted to give flowers to Sonu and Nikki to create a sweet moment between the two members. But people took it wrongly, as Sonu did not know what to do after receiving the flowers from Mina, even after Mina pointed at Nikki and apparently shouted at him. Well, it was said to some fans who went to the concert and were near her, even though we'll never know if they actually went to the concert or if it's actually true or not. But people absolutely ate it up because social media is a dangerous place to spread rumors. So, and they sent hate and even death threats to Mina, finding her private information and also sharing them online. People DM'd her hurtful things and told her to off herself. And another clip surfaced online that further fueled the hate train. A clip being Mina saying to Nikki that he apparently only cares about American fans and not the Asian fans, which is weird and disrespectful. But does it justify for the hate she's been getting? Absolutely not. Taking her accountable is okay, and that's what we should have done. But no, let's hate on the poor girl. Where's the common sense, people? Nicky also said in a live that he didn't mind people who went to concerts just to get the members' attention and not to enjoy the concert. And people thought he was talking about Mina. So the hate intensified instead of actually thinking about what he said and what he actually meant. Mina eventually issued an apology video on Twitter, I think, explaining the concert situation and said that she thought she was closer to the members, which is parasocial, yes, but let's not pretend that the K-pop industry, isn't built on parasocial behavior. Okay? The parent fans who send hate and death threats are probably even more parasocial than her. Because why are you caring about people like go giving flowers to somebody and apparently shouting at people like hello. So the hate train and threats never stopped, and it got to a point where she had to go live to apologize again, and she explained that she were taking pills and excessive alcohol because of the threats she had been getting, and it was taking on her mental health, which is absolutely bad for everyone. I don't care what you do, it is bad. Even with that, there were still people in the live telling her to keep going, doing that, keep going, and to off herself. While other normal people detected that something was wrong and tried to call the police to her place to get help. Thank you. But it was actually too late. Before they could arrive, she already herself. Yep. That I will not state the reason because I do not want to. I absolutely think that reason is very common, and I think you will know if you search it up. The police turned off her live, not herself, and her sister confirmed her passing on her story. So, now that she is no longer with us, people are shifting the blame on Nicky Last if he did any of this. He did not send hate or and threats to her. He did not go on to her live and send hateful comments. He didn't DM her telling her things. It was all the disgusting so-called fans. He only stated that he wants people to enjoy the show and not focus on getting interactions, which he was speaking generally, so he was speaking to all fans. He did not mention her name or the incidents once. Hell, he may never knew about the flowers. So why are y'all hating him for on him for? He didn't do any of this. You did. I hope you guys live with the fact that you guys are monsters for doing that to a person. A human being with feelings and also a heart. So, in conclusion, I think engines have gone so toxic to the fact people are actually leaving the fandom due to the other fans. You know how absurd this is? Because I was supposed to do the same, but I resisted because I love the group too much. But the fans actually made me think, should I actually just quit the fandom because I do not want to associate with them? Anyways, obviously I'm not saying it is all fans, and of course I am a fan myself. That is why I'm speaking with the situation, but to the people who took part of the hating. So if you know who you are, please reflect on what you did. This situation will not only happen in the K-pop industry. This can happen anywhere, in any industry, in any fandom, and in any place, any company, everywhere, anywhere. So let this be a lesson to everyone. Not just K-pop fans, not just pop fans, not just music fans, not just any other fans, not just any other people, every single human being on this earth, that hating on anyone is not okay. Sending threats is not okay. I we can like give constructive criticism. That is great. That is what we can do because you are trying to teach other, hold people accountable, but not hating. Hating is unacceptable. Okay? I don't care what things they did. Do not wish upon death for others, especially for innocent things like this. So this is it for today's video. I hope you guys liked it. I'm just expressing how I feel about the situation, about this like whole situation after Heeseung left, because I think it is like the fandom, the space is so toxic, and I don't blame people for wanting to leave the fandom. Like I understand you. I practically maybe I'm still thinking about it. I do not know. Maybe I will also leave the fandom, but I'm not sure. But I will be like still listening to their music. So I just think it's terrible that something like this happened, and I wish nothing like this will happen again in any spaces. Not just this industry, in any spaces. I do not wish this will happen again. So thank you. If you like the video, maybe like the video and maybe subscribe because I may post some videos about opinions and stuff because I may post videos now.